You know, a while back, I returned to Bakersfield. You know, I spent quite a few years of my life in Bakersfield, California. We had a ranch there, and, well, it's a long, long story. But a little short while ago, I was invited by some friends of mine to come to Bakersfield. They have a dairy farm there, and they have a little ranch where they do diversified farming. They grow a lot of different products. Well, I arrived there on a Sunday, and they took me to their barns where they keep their, their cows, their milking cows. I couldn't believe what I saw. They have all these fancy milking equipment now. The cow isn't touched by human hands hardly, all this special milking equipment. And all the barns and stalls are all concrete and all this special disinfectants that go in it. They had a veterinary out there that was taking blood samples of the cows to make sure they didn't have any disease. They had another food specialist there to make sure that the food those cows were getting were absolutely the best. Special minerals and vitamin supplements and all kinds of special natural foods for these cows so they'd give better grade milk. Talk about these cows being pampered. Oh, this farmer, boy, he was saying, Jack, I spend thousands and thousands of dollars on my herds because I got all my money invested in them. I want them to really be producing good for me. Boy, I love them. And he did. He was in love with that herd, and he treated them that way. They got absolutely the best. Well, they invited me to stay for dinner. So I went in, and I got to meet all the members of the family. There were 4 children, 3 boys and 1 girl, and the Mr. and Mrs. You should have seen the food that these people ate. There wasn't one food on that table that was considered a natural food. They grew all kinds of fruits and vegetables on this little ranch, but none of that was on the table. Everything was on the table: white bread, macaroni and spaghetti, all kinds of desserts and fried foods and gravies, all this garbage that I wouldn't feed to a hog, believe me. And that's what this man and his wife and his children were eating. In fact, he was treating his cows 1,000 times better than he was feeding his loved ones. He was many pounds overweight. He looked like he was going to drop dead any minute from a heart attack. His wife was just a young woman, about 33 or so. She was all out of condition. He looked about 55. And the children, they had decayed teeth, and they were wearing glasses, and they were completely out of condition. You have never seen 6 people that were more out of condition than these 6 people. This is a crime, and that's what happens in so many of the families in this country today. They feed their pets and their animals much better than they do the members of their family. Don't you think it would be wise to give this body of ours the treatment it deserves, that the good Creator above intended you how to treat this body? Giving you, I don't want to be a crackpot or a fanatic, but give this body more of the natural foods, more leafy vegetables and juicy fruit. Undercook your food, students. Balance your meals up more. Get more minerals and vitamins and less processed foods. And believe me, then you will be leading a happy, wonderful, healthy life. Lead a life like a human being.